your name in the chat, everyone. Drop your name in the chat. Yo, everybody. Everyone, drop your names in the chat, guys. Everyone, drop your name in the chat. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Everyone, drop your name in the chat. Let's go, everyone. Drop your name in the chat, guys, and I will write it here. Let's go. Hey, how are you, Karika? Hi, Quentin. Welcome, Quentin. We have Jada. Welcome in. We have Grace. Welcome in, Grace. How are you? There you go, Grace. Hope you like that. And after that, we have Sahur. How are you, Sahur? Please like it again. There you go. Hope you like it. What we have is Nora. How are you, Nora? Hope you like that. Guys, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe. Answer you are next. There you go. Hope you like that. Let's go, everyone. Then we have is Camille. 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 Hold on. Hope you like it, Camille. Subscribe. Everyone, subscribe to my channel. All right. And we have a red blue. There you go, red blue. Hope you like that. Subscribe. Red blue. Hold on. There you go. Then after red blue, we're gonna do is Mia. Subscribe to my channel. Alright, then we are gonna do is KJ. Subscribe KJ. Nate, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe everyone. Subscribe to my channel. Then we have Judy. You're welcome. Judy, subscribe Judy. Red Blue, subscribe to my channel. Okay, I see. Then we have is Levi. Then we have is Khadija. Subscribe to Khadija. Then we have is Layla. Welcome Layla, welcome in. Subscribe. There you go, Layla. And then after that we have is Xer. How are you, Xer? Aiden, subscribe to my channel. Aiden, subscribe. Everyone subscribe. Then we have is Samuel. How are you, Samuel? Hope you are doing well. Let's go. Who is next, guys? Who is next? What is that? What is happening? Then we have Chloe with a K. After Chloe, can you all hear me? We have Sophia. How are you, Sophia? Sophia. After that, we're gonna do is Carolee. How are you, Carolee? Hope you are doing well. There you go, Carolee. After Carolee, we're gonna do is Shia. Subscribe to my channel, Shia. Subscribe, subscribe. Everyone, subscribe. And we have is Otto. Subscribe to my channel, Otto. Everybody subscribe. Then we are gonna do is Agatha. How are you, Agatha? Subscribe to my channel. Guys, everyone like this live. Let's get to 20 likes, guys. Let's get to 20 likes. Let's go, everyone. What we're gonna do is Ronan. Ronan, like and subscribe. Hope you like that, Ronan. And then after Ronan, we're gonna do is Ella. There you go, Ella. Hope you like that. After Ella, we're gonna write is Casey. All right, Casey. I hope you're doing well. Subscribe and like. Then we have this, and then we have this Betty. Subscribe, Betty. Then what we're gonna do after that is Elliot. Subscribe to my channel, Elliot. There we are, Elliot. And then after Elliot, we're gonna do is Jordan. Subscribe to my channel, Jordan. After Jordan, it's gonna do Auto. Auto. There you go. After that, we're gonna do is Faye. There you go, Faye. Subscribe to my channel. After that, we're gonna do is thank you, Elliot. Thank you for the kind words. We're gonna do is Victor. There you go. After Victor, we're gonna do is Lainey. How are you, Lainey? Subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Lainey. And then we're gonna do is Mike. Subscribe to my channel, Mike. After Mike, we're gonna do is Cameron. How are you? Subscribe, Cameron. And there you go. After Cameron, we're gonna do is Gray. Subscribe, Gray. There you go. And then we're gonna do is Arjan. How are you, Arjan? Subscribe to my channel. Arjan, hope you like that. After that, we're gonna do is Ishal. Subscribe, Ishal. Oops, sorry, Ishal. Hold on. Ishal. There you go. After that, we're gonna do is Eric. Subscribe to my channel, Eric. Ishal, YouTube. Subscribe, both of you. After that, we're gonna do is Luca. How are you, Luca? Hope you are doing well. There you go. And then after that, we're gonna do is Laura. How are you, Laura? Luca, subscribe. Laura, subscribe. Esme, subscribe to me as well. Here you go, Esme. Then we're gonna do is Harper. Subscribe to my channel, Harper. There you go. And then we're gonna do is Aria. Subscribe to my channel. And we have it Solangi. Solangi. I hope I pronounced that name right. Forgive me if I didn't. Then we're gonna do is Hope. How are you, Hope? Subscribe, Hope. Then after Hope, we're gonna do. Then we're gonna write is Molly. How are you, Molly? Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, subscribe. Emma, you are next. Subscribe, Emma. I think you are subscribed. And then we have is Rami. How are you, Rami? Subscribe, Rami. Subscribe. After Rami, we're gonna do is Hassan. Subscribe, Hassan. There we go. And then after that, we're gonna do is Ella. How are you, Ella? Subscribe to my channel. Then let's do Chloe with a K. Subscribe, Chloe. Then we're gonna do is Clara. Subscribe, Clara. There you go. Then we're gonna do is Piper. Subscribe, Piper. There you go, Piper. Like that. And then after that, we're gonna do Darcy. Subscribe to my channel, Darcy. Subscribe. Darcy. After that, we're gonna do is Imori. Subscribe, Imori. Here you go. After that, we're gonna do. You're welcome, Laura. And we're gonna do is Adria. Subscribe to my channel, Adria. Subscribe. And then after that, we're gonna do is Chinar. Subscribe, Chinar. Subscribe. Here. And then we're gonna do is Parker. Subscribe, Parker. Everybody subscribe, guys. And guys, like this live. Let's get to 20 likes, everyone. Let's go. Kaylana, you are next. Kaylana. There you go, Kaylana. Hope you like that. And after that, hold on, guys. Then we're gonna do is Joshua, Josiah actually. Sorry, Josiah, you are next. Here you go, Josiah. After Josiah, we're gonna do is you're welcome, Kaylana, no problem. Subscribe, and then we're gonna do Pico. After that, we're gonna do is Kylie. Subscribe to my channel, Kylie. I go live every day. Please subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. Aralina, you are next. Ara. Aralina. And then after Aralina, we're gonna do is Naomi. How are you, Naomi? Hope you are doing well. Subscribe to my channel, Naomi. Then we have is Sam. How are you, Sam? Subscribe to my channel. And we're gonna do is Mia. Subscribe, Mia. And then after Mia, let's do Annie. How are you, Annie? Hope you are doing well. Whoops, sorry, Annie. Hold on. Annie. After Annie, we're gonna do is Stella. How are you, Stella? Hope you are doing well. Then after Stella, we're gonna do is Phi. How are you, Phi? Hope you are doing well. Subscribe to my channel, Phi. And then we're gonna do is Harper. Subscribe, Harper. Hold on. Whoops. Harper. And then after Harper, let's do Nisha. How are you, Nisha? Hope you are well. There you go. Everyone subscribe to my channel. Everybody. Diego, you are next. We have done. And then we're gonna do Sasha. Then we have is Scenery. Then we have Escape. Then we have is Charlotte. then we have, hold on guys, we have is Charlotte, Charlotte. Then after Charlotte, we have is, we're gonna do is Amir, subscribe Amir. After that, we have is Aiden, subscribe to my channel, Aiden. And then after that, we have is Layla, subscribe Layla. Subscribe to my channel, everyone subscribe. Let's go, everybody. Let's do this. Alright. Here you go, Zach. Subscribe to me, Zach. You subscribe. Alright. Then we do Arusha. Thanks for that. Arusha. After Arusha, we're gonna do is Edith. How are you, Edith? Hope you are doing well. Let me just write this. And then we're gonna do is Munch. How are you, Munch? There you go, Munch. Hope you like that. Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Myra, you are next. Subscribe, Myra. There you go. Then we have is Ben. Whoops. Ben. And then after Ben, let's do Stetsy. How are you, Stetsy? That's an interesting name. I've heard of that. Where are you from? What we're gonna do is Deuce. How are you? How are you, Deuce? After Deuce, we're gonna do is Abby. Subscribe to my channel, Abby. Subscribe, like and subscribe. Everybody, like and subscribe. Let's go, everybody. And we have is Ollie. Then we're gonna do is after Ollie, it's gonna be Keely. Subscribe, Keely. Everybody subscribe. Everyone take a second to subscribe and like this live. Let's get to 30 likes, guys. Let's go. Thank you, Tilly. Thank you so much for this sub. And then we're gonna do this hi. And then we're gonna do is Tilly. Thank you, Tilly. Then we're gonna do is Bebo. How are you, Bebo? There you go. And then we're gonna do is Emma. There you go, Emma. Hope you like it. And then we're gonna do is Oliver. How are you, Oliver? Hope you like this. We have this. After that is gonna be Bean. How are you, Bean? Hope you are doing well. Hi on, you are next. Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. And then we're gonna do is Zara. Thank you so much for the sub, Zara. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And then we have is Marine. How are you, Marine? Subscribe to my channel, Marine. And then we're gonna do after Marine, Amber. How are you, Amber? Subscribe to my channel, Amber. We have is then we have is Zara. There you go, Zara. Then what we're gonna do is Millie. Yes. Subscribe, Millie. Subscribe to my channel. Everyone subscribe, just like Zara. Everyone subscribe, just like Zara, guys. Let's go, Chloe. You are next. After that, we have a Slash. How are you, Slash? Subscribe to my channel, Slash. And then after Slash, we're gonna do is Sophia. How are you? How are you, Sophia? There you go. Sophia, we're gonna do is Ollie. How are you, Ollie? Hope you like this. After Ollie, we're gonna do is Munch again. Subscribe to me, Munch. Come on, subscribe. Then we have is Tafia. How are you, Tafia? Subscribe, Tafia. Subscribe to my channel. And then we have is Emily. How are you, Emily? Subscribe, Emily. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Everyone subscribe and like. Let's get to 30 likes, guys. Let's get to 30 likes. Come on, everyone. Let's get to 30 likes. Double tap, everyone. Double tap your screen. And then we're gonna do is Aliyah. Thank you so much, Aliyah, for the sub. Appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And then that is Lucas. How are you, Lucas? Hope you are well. Subscribe to me, Lucas. Subscribe. Chloe, subscribe to me. And then we're gonna do is Neymar. Thank you so much for the sub, Neymar. Appreciate it. Really appreciate that, man. After that, we have is Jackie. Subscribe to me, Jackie. You are awesome. And then we're gonna do is London. Hey, what's up, London? How are you? And then we do no problem. You're welcome. And then we're gonna do is Chloe again. There you go, Chloe. Subscribe. Then is Nina. How are you, Nina? Hope you are doing well. And then after Nina, let's do. Hey, Monica. How are you? Let's go. And then we're gonna do is Ben. And we're gonna do is Emily. Here you go, Emily. And then Rosalind. Rosalind. And then is Jennifer. There you go, Jennifer. Subscribe to my channel, Jennifer. Here you go. And then what we're gonna do is Nico. How are you, Nico? And then we're gonna do is Isabella. How are you, Isabella? Hope you are doing well. Subscribe, Isabella. Isabella. Then we're gonna do after Isabella, let's do Ariana. Subscribe to my channel, Ariana. There you go. Subscribe. We're gonna do is you're welcome, Karina. What we're gonna do is Benjamin and then we're gonna do is uh Brooklyn. Thank you so much. And then after that, we're gonna do is Sophia. Subscribe, Sophia. And then after Sophia, let's do hi Ibrahim. How are you? There you go. What we're gonna do is hey Farhan. How are you? There you go. And after that, we're gonna do is tab these tab. I hope I pronounced that right. After that, we're gonna do is Nia. Subscribe to me, Nia. Subscribe to my channel. Then we're gonna do is Skyla. How are you, Skyla? Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe. Let's go, everyone. Then we have is Serene. Subscribe, Serene. Everybody, subscribe to my channel. What we're gonna do is hold on, guys. Give me a moment, please. Let's go. Then after that, let's do Aria. for you. Subscribe to my channel. Emily, subscribe to me. There you go. After Emily, let's do Lawa. Subscribe Lawa. After that, let's do You're Welcome. And then we're gonna do is Riley. Riley. There you go, Riley. Hope you like it. Subscribe, Riley. Subscribe to my channel. And then we have is Joe. Subscribe, Joe. Subscribe to my channel. And then we're gonna do is Marley. Subscribe, Marley. Everybody subscribe to me. Marley. There you go. And then after Marley, let's do Muhammad. Let's do that. And do. Hope you like that. And then Erica, you are next. Subscribe to me, Erica. Sorry, Erica, not Erica. After Erica, let's do Abby. Subscribe to me, Abby. Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Then we're gonna do is Capybara. How are you, Capybara? Subscribe. Capybara. Subscribe to Capybara. And then after that, what you're gonna do is Snip. Subscribe, Snip. There you go. After that, let's do Mavis. Subscribe, Mavis. Here you go. Everybody subscribe, guys. Type your name faster, so that I catch it. Let's do Adam. And then we're gonna do is Chloe. Hold on. After Chloe, we're gonna do is Ajin. Ajin. There you go. And after Ajin, we're gonna do is Cowpig. Hey, subscribe, Cowpig. Everybody subscribe to my channel. Let's go, everybody. Michael, you are next. Subscribe, Michael. Everybody subscribe to me, okay? There you go. And after that, let's do Alicia. How are you, Alicia? Hope you are well. Subscribe to me, Alicia. Subscribe. And then we have is Jazzy. How are you, Jazzy? Subscribe. Jazzy, subscribe. We have is Romella. Romella. After Romella, let's do Elvin. How are you, Elvin? Subscribe to my channel. Alvin, subscribe, and then after Alvin, we're gonna do is Gerald. How are you, Gerald? There you go, Gerald. Hope you like that. After Gerald, we're gonna do is Isabel. How are you, Isabel? Hope you like this. So subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Everybody subscribe to my channel, guys. I go live every day. Okay. Then we have is Millie. Subscribe to me, Millie. There you go, Millie. Hope you like it. Who is next? Emogan. There you go, Emogan. Subscribe to me. There you go. What we're gonna do is Remy. Here you go, Remy. Then after Remy, let's do Mary. Here you go, Mary. Hope you like it. After Mary, we're gonna do is alright. Who is next, guys? how are you, Charlie? What we're gonna do is Saud, and then we're gonna do is Emmy, how are you, Emmy? And after that, we're gonna do is Leah, how are you, Leah? Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Emmy, Leah, subscribe. And then we have is Martha. How are you, Martha? There you go, Martha. Oops, hold on, hold on, Martha. Martha. There you go. And then after Martha, what we're gonna do is Ruben. Ruben. There you go, Ruben. Asia, happy birthday. There you go. What we're gonna do is newer. Welcome to my live. Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. Yanelli, subscribe to me. Yanelli. And then after Yanelli is Niam. Interesting name. Where are you from, Niam? And after that, we're gonna do is Tommy. How are you, Tommy? Hope you are doing well. Tommy, there you go. After Tommy, we're gonna do is Jack. Welcome, Jack. And after Jack, we're gonna do is Christian. Welcome, Christian. Subscribe to my channel. Christian, we're gonna go for Ella. Thank you for that, Ella. Appreciate it. And after Ella, we're gonna do is Seth. Subscribe, Seth. And we're gonna do is Elvish. Subscribe to Elvish. There you go. For Galvish, we're gonna do is Annalise. Subscribe, Annalise. Anna, subscribe. And then after that, let's do Mary. Subscribe, Mary. Subscribe to me. And then we're gonna do is Reese. Subscribe, Reese. Subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate it. Emily, subscribe, Emily. Subscribe to me, Emily. Subscribe. And then after that, we're gonna do is Carla. Subscribe, Carla. Subscribe to me. After Carla, let's do Moya. Subscribe, Moya. Hope you like it. Subscribe to Moya. And then after that is Lisa. Subscribe, Lisa. Here you go. After Lisa, let's do Hudson. How are you, Hudson? Subscribe to me, Hudson. Subscribe to my channel. There you go, Hudson. Give you some hearts. And after Hudson, what we're gonna do is Vanity. How are you, Vanity? Hope you like this. After Vanity, we're gonna do Leslie. How are you, Leslie? There you go. And we're gonna do after Leslie, we're gonna do Lily. How are you, Lily? Hope you are doing well. Lily, and then after Lily, we're gonna do. Let me just switch the brush here, guys. And we're gonna do Maya. There you go, Maya. Hope you like that. Subscribe. Then we have it Emmy. Subscribe, Emmy. Subscribe to my channel. And after that, we're gonna do is Katrina. Katarina. Subscribe to me, Katarina. Katarina. There you go. Some hearts. And then after Katarina, we got is Blair. There you go, Blair. Well, we are Blair. And then after that, what we're gonna do is Yeti. Subscribe to me, Yeti. Danny. Subscribe, Danny. Subscribe to my channel. Everyone subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Then we have is Mark. Subscribe to Mark. And what we're gonna do is Malaysia. Subscribe Malaysia. Malaysia. And then after Malaysia, we're gonna do is Udo. Udo, we're gonna do is Luca. Subscribe Luca. Subscribe to my channel. After that, we're gonna do is Martin. Subscribe Martin. Subscribe to me. After that, we're gonna do is Soli. How are you, Soli? Thanks for writing. Law America. Then we have Ezra. Oops. Hold on, guys. Ezra. There you go, Ezra. Messiah. There you go. Alright, guys, I gotta go now. Thank you all so much. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I go live every day. And hit that notification bell icon so you are notified whenever I go live. Alright, guys, take care. Bye.